Most business owners think the real problems are hidden, locked inside the P&L behind closed doors. They are not. Before I meet any new client, before I walk through the front door, I already know where the gaps are. Not because I have inside information, because everything a business is doing wrong is sitting in public view. 7 sources, 90 minutes. Here is what each one tells me and what the same 7 sources would reveal about your business right now. The problem is not that business owners hide their issues. Most do not even know the issues exist. They live inside the business every day. They cannot see the patterns because they are too close to the data. I am not. Every business leaves fingerprints publicly. You just need to know where to look and what the signals mean structurally, not individually. One Google review means nothing. The pattern across 40 reviews tells you everything. So here is the framework. 7 sources. Each one answers a specific question about the health of the business. Together, they give you a structural diagnosis before you spend a single hour inside the building. You can do this for your own business in 90 minutes. Let's walk through each one. The website is not a marketing tool. It is a structural document. It tells you what the business thinks it is and where the gaps are between what they say and what they actually do. Here is what I look for. Pricing transparency. Does the website list prices, or does every page say, contact us for a quote? Contact us is not a conversion strategy. It is a sign that the business does not have a defined pricing model. They are pricing per conversation, per client, per mood. That means margin is inconsistent and they are leaving money on every deal. Service clarity. Can you tell what they do in under 10 seconds? If the homepage says solutions for tomorrow's challenges, they do not know what they sell. Vague positioning means vague operations. A business that cannot describe its service in one sentence cannot systemize that service. Last updated. Look at the blog, the news page, the copyright date in the footer. A website that was last updated in 2022 tells you the business stopped investing in its own visibility. That is either complacency or cash constraint. Both are signals. The team page. Is there one? Does it list actual people with roles, or is it a stock photo and a generic about us? A business that does not showcase its team is either too small to have one or has turnover so high that posting team photos is pointless. Both are structural issues. Google reviews are not about the star rating. The rating is noise. The content is the signal. I read the reviews for patterns, not praise. One review saying great service means nothing. 20 reviews mentioning turnaround time or communication issues tells you the operations are slow or the internal handoffs are broken. Here is what I specifically look for. Repeat words across reviews. If multiple customers independently mention the same thing, took longer than expected, hard to get hold of, good work but messy, that is a system problem, not a one-off. The business has a structural weakness and does not know it. The owner's responses. This is the most underrated signal in the entire audit. If the owner responds to every review, positive and negative, with specificity, that tells you they are close to the customer. If responses are copy-pasted templates or absent entirely, the owner has disengaged from the front line. They are managing from a dashboard, not from the floor. Review frequency. A business getting reviews every week has a referral or follow-up system. A business that gets 3 reviews a year has no customer feedback loop. No feedback loop means no system for capturing satisfaction, which means no system for fixing dissatisfaction. This is the one most business owners forget exists. Company's house is public. Anyone can look up your filed accounts, your directors, your confirmation statements for free. Here's what I read in the filings. Turnover versus employee count. If a company is filing £2 million in turnover but has 12 employees, the revenue per employee is £166,000. For a service business, that is low. It tells me the pricing is too cheap or the utilization is poor. The business is busy but not profitable. Director loans. If the director's loan account is consistently negative, meaning the director is owing money to the company, that tells me the business is being used as a personal cash machine. The owner is pulling money out before the business can sustain it. That is a cash flow structural problem, not a growth one. Filing timeliness. Late filings are not an administrative oversight. They are a signal. A business that cannot file its confirmation statement on time cannot manage its compliance, which means its internal systems are either non-existent or breaking down. Consistency in the small things predicts consistency in the big things. LinkedIn tells you two things the website does not: who the business hires and how the business presents itself professionally. The employee list, how many employees are listed on LinkedIn versus how many the business claims to have. If they say 50 on the website but 9 show up on LinkedIn, either the website is inflated or the team does not engage with the brand. Both are problems. Role distribution. Look at the ratio of salespeople to operations people to admin. A service business with 20 salespeople and 3 operations staff is selling capacity it does not have. That business has a delivery problem, and it is structural. Posting activity. Is the company page active? Are employees engaged? A LinkedIn page that was last updated 6 months ago tells me the business has no outbound presence. They are relying entirely on inbound, which means they are at the mercy of the algorithm, not the market. This is the most revealing source on the list, not because of what they are hiring for, but because of what they keep hiring for. Repeat postings for the same role. If a business has posted for the same position 3 times in 12 months, that role has a retention problem. The issue is not the candidate pool. The issue is the role design, the management structure, or the compensation. The business is treating a structural problem as a recruitment problem. They will keep losing people until they fix the structure. The language in the advert. Does it describe the role clearly, or does it say multitasker needed for fast-paced environment? That phrase means the business does not have defined roles. Everyone does everything. That is not a team. It is chaos with job titles, volume of adverts. A business constantly hiring is either growing fast or bleeding staff. You find out which by looking at the roles. Growth hiring adds new positions. Turnover hiring replaces existing ones. If every advert is for a role that already should be filled, the business is on a treadmill. Glassdoor is not always relevant. Smaller businesses often do not have enough reviews, but when they do, it is the most honest source on this list. Employees say things on Glassdoor they would never say to the owner's face. The gap between what the business says externally and what employees say internally. If the website says family run, values driven, but Glassdoor reviews say disorganized, no direction, owner makes decisions on the fly, that is the real business. The website is the brochure. Glassdoor is the reality. Leadership scores. The CEO approval rating tells you about the owner's management style more than any interview would. Low leadership scores from multiple former employees mean the owner is the bottleneck, not the market, not the team. The owner review themes. Great place to start, but no growth means the business trains people well but cannot retain them. That is a career path problem. The business has no internal progression structure. People get good, then they leave. The lost source is the most visual. Google Maps photos are uploaded by the business and by customers. The gap between the two is the signal. Business uploaded photos. Are they professional, recent, and consistent, or are they stock images and old promotional shots? If the business has not updated its own photos in over a year, they are not investing in how they appear to the world. That is complacency. Customer uploaded photos. Customers only take photos when something surprises them, good or bad. A tidy, well-organized workspace photographed by customers tells you the business is proud of its environment. A cluttered, disorganized one tells you operations are messy. The photos customers choose to share are more honest than anything the business posts. The exterior. Is the premises clean, maintained, professional, or is it run down with a faded sign? The physical state of the building predicts the operational state of the business. Neglect on the outside is neglect on the inside. Here is the point. No single source gives you the full picture. A website can look polished while Glassdoor tells a different story. Reviews can be positive while job adverts reveal a retention crisis. Company's house can show healthy turnover while the director's loan account reveals the owner is bleeding the business dry. The framework works because the sources cross-validate each other. When 2 or 3 sources tell you the same story, that is not coincidence. That is structure. A business with a vague website, repeat job postings for the same role, and late company's house filings is not unlucky. It is unmanaged. The owner may be working hard. Hard work without systems is not a business. It is a job with stress. The 7 sources together give you a diagnosis in 90 minutes that most consultants take 3 weeks and a 5-figure fee to produce. Not because they are smarter, because they know where to look. You can do this right now for your own business. Open 7 tabs. Spend 10 minutes on each. Write down what each source is actually saying, not what you want it to say. The businesses that survive are not the ones with the best product. They are the ones that know what the outside world sees and fix the gaps before someone else finds them. If you want a structured version of this audit, the exact checklist I use with the questions I ask for each source, it is linked below. Take it, run it on your own business, then fix what you find. That is the framework. 7 sources, 90 minutes, no excuses.